13 Reasons Why. It's a brand new show on Netflix that I suggest you really should check out. Despite it being about a girl who commits suicide and doesn't tell you why, but she leaves 13 tapes explaining why she killed herself, and every tape is dedicated to a person because she killed herself because of 13 people. This has to be the most creative way somebody has ever killed themselves. But I just finished the show. I watched all 13 episodes, and I couldn't help but wonder, as an adult, what the fuck were these kids even afraid of? Well, here's 13 reasons why 13 Reasons Why was a good or bad show. Goddamn, that was a tongue twister and a half. It took me at least 10 tries to try and get that right, because this is 10. So if you haven't finished 13 Reasons Why and you are thinking about finishing it in the future, I suggest you click off this video right now. I don't want to spoil it for you because I'm about to ruin the show like no tomorrow. But if you have finished the show, then sit down. Let's talk about it. I want to give you my perspective. So right off the bat, you find out that this girl, Hannah, wound up killing herself, but nobody knows why except for, 11 other kids. Because they all heard the tapes. Because there's 13 tapes, and every tape is for one person, because that is the reason why she killed herself. She dedicated her whole tape to that person. So 12 kids already know why she killed herself, and the 12th person hasn't heard the tapes yet. But you don't know that yet, right in the beginning of the show. So you were kind of left to assume that maybe the main character, the second main character named Clay, maybe he's the reason why she killed herself, because all the other 11 kids keep coming back to him and calling him a piece of shit throughout the whole time. Typical Hollywood bullshit. Anyways, as the episodes keep going on and on and on, by the 6th episode, you're starting to think, you know what? I'm not believing this Hannah girl anymore. I don't even think Clay did anything, because Clay's such a good guy. Because every time Clay asks other people, what did I do? They'll be like, you killed her. We all killed her. They will leave it so vague to the point where you're like, damn it, I need to find out what the fuck Clay did. They just keep telling him, man, you haven't even heard your tape yet, which is the 12th tape. Now, I want to emphasize it is the 12th tape, because the 12th tape is the 12th episode. And you need to sit through 12 motherfucking hours of finding out what the fuck this kid did wrong. Each episode is an hour long. And the whole picture they're trying to paint is, we're trying to figure out how Clay fits in this picture. He can't be that bad because he's such a nice guy. So by the time we reach the 6th episode, which keep in mind, I want to repeat myself right here, the 6th episode, which means you're already 6 hours in, worth of footage, you stop and say, what the fuck are these kids even afraid of? Because at this point, you heard 6 tapes. 6 tapes of 6 other people that did things to her. You come to find out that this kid named Alex that didn't even do anything that bad. He just made a list of the best asses in school, and he happened to put the girl named Hannah on that list. So, which would incline people to believe that read that list, oh, they must have hooked up. How else would he know that she has the best ass in school? But he was so afraid that if these tapes come out, the school's gonna find out he never had sex with Hannah, and his reputation will be ruined. Who gives a fuck? I mean, he didn't break the law here. There's no law there that says, thou shalt not put girls you haven't had sex with on a list and tell them they got good asses. Now, what the list did do, though, and what the list still does to this day to young girls, is if you put a girl on a list, there's a 100% chance she's gonna be a psycho when she grows up. So guys, do not make a list. So that kid named Alex kept quiet. Then you also find out that this kid named Zach, who's really not that bad of a guy, he just had a little emotional pissy fit when Hannah didn't like him back or playing mind games with him. And we even got this guy named Marcus, which, okay, you might be thinking Marcus kinda, went over the line. But at the end of the day, she defended herself and he couldn't get any further than what he did. So Marcus couldn't even break the law because she didn't let him break the law. That's no reason to put somebody on a list of the reasons why you kill yourself. That's fucked up. And this other kid, I forgot his name because he's not such a prominent character, but he took one of her poems and released them. as anonymous, and the whole school read the poem because the poem wasn't so bad, or maybe they thought the poem was funny, and she put him on the fucking tape, so he has to live with this for the rest of his life on his consciousness, saying, you were one of the reasons why I was pushed to the edge and killed myself. That's so fucked up. But I guess that's the butterfly effect, right? Every action has a consequence to it. Every action has a response. Every choice you make is either helping you or fucking you. If I had my own version of this show, it will be called 244 Reasons Why. Because that's how many reasons it would fucking take me to take away my life. Not 13, but it would be way over 13. I mean, this Hannah girl is a little bit over dramatic, but then again, once you reach the end, then you're like, okay, I get it. I get why you killed yourself. This makes sense now. It was those little things that piled up slowly but surely, and just like any ticking time bomb, it blew off. Which is terrifying, because that means that every person that you encounter, whether it be at a line at a grocery store or at Starbucks, you never know what anybody's going through. Just like in this show, this girl got raped and the guidance counselor didn't fucking help her. Guidance counselor fucking suck. I have my own guidance counselor experience, and let me tell you, I dropped out of high school because my guidance counselor wouldn't give a fuck about helping me. But that's another story for another day. If you ever need fucking help, your guidance counselor is the last person you want to go see. Go seek out professional help. But since she did kill herself, let's not concentrate too much on her. Let's concentrate more on the kids that were on the tapes. And since I am 24 years old, and the kids on the show seem to be all to be 16 and maybe 18 years old, then I kind of understand why they were afraid of these tapes coming out. It would totally ruin everyone's reputation. And some of them broke the law. Very little amount of them broke the law. Those people would actually be in trouble. But as for the kids that didn't break the law, they were just a part of it just to, you know, because she wanted to make them a part of it. She didn't fucking have to, but she did. I understand why they didn't want these tapes to come out. I remember being their age. At that age, man, high school reputation is the only thing you care about. I know that first-hand experience. And every time something bad happened to you, you thought, damn, this is it. My life sucks now. Nothing can be worse than this. But oh boy, let me tell you, shit will get worse for you. Oh boy. You haven't seen the real world yet. And brah, I wish I could go back to those problems that I used to have at that age, which were kind of similar to the show's problems, only I didn't have to deal with no fucking suicide. Because what I'm dealing with now is fucking depressing. To the point where I'm about to go seek some professional help. And I'm only 24 years old. So how the fuck am I supposed to be 35 with kids handling life? I don't know how I'm going to do it. So here's my word of advice to you. From here on out, life will only get harder. But on the bright side, you're going to get better. So it shouldn't be that bad. Life is worth living. Now, there's two things that pissed me the fuck off in this show. One of them had to be Tyler. Why the fuck did they create a character that is your typical school shooter that, you know, gets bullied, is artistic, but nobody understands his craft? They show him buying a gun. He never uses this gun, but they show him buying a gun. And then there's even a scene in the show where he's building up a fucking arsenal of guns, and he's hiding it with his camera equipment. Which pisses me off, because this is your typical school shooter stereotype. Now, I know what they're probably trying to do here is like they're keeping you on the suspense for a season 2. But how long can you drag this show? This show should have ended on one season. You should have just made it a classic and moved on with your life. But no, they're going to drag this. And how can you drag this? Don't answer that question. The same way they can keep dragging Assassin's Creed and making game after game after game and ruining the fucking series, the same way that they can keep making more Fast and Furious movies, the answer to my question is that they can keep this going for thousands of years if they really wanted to, as long as the money is still there. And that's how you ruin something so good. Because I personally would have ended this show on the first season. Now, I know there's books that came years before this show, but I don't know how to read, and I don't know how many books there are, and I don't know if every book is going to be a season. So keep in mind, I did no research. But the last thing that threw me off about the show, and I'm still pissed off about this, is why they gotta do my boy Tony like that? Why do they gotta make Tony gay? Oh, now you might be thinking, well, what does it even matter that he's gay? He could be asexual for all it matters to you. He's a fictional character in a show. No, you guys. It matters why they made him gay. They didn't just make him gay to make him gay because, you know, gay people exist. Which is what they're making it seem like, well, that's why they made him gay. But when Hannah made him her guardian angel, the guy that's gonna protect the tapes and make sure that the tapes go around, he said apparently I was the only guy that didn't give a fuck that Hannah has the best ass in the whole school. So what I got from it is that, oh, so Hannah just assumes that if you're a straight guy, you are a dickwad because you were talking about her ass. And let's be honest here, Anna, because that is fucked up. Not every straight guy is an asshole, and you could have totally trusted some other straight guy to help you. But no, you had to make the character gay to symbolize that gay guys don't look at asses. It's the only way that you can make this shit fit. Because come on, Hannah, look at your ass right here. This is nothing. This Hannah Baker fucking model, whatever, actress, this is nothing. And I'm not gonna spend more than 2 minutes talking about it. You just assume that every guy wants to grab your ass. And listen, word of advice to all you girls that are listening to me right now. If a guy starts a rumor or a rumor spreads, the guy might not even have started it, but if a rumor spreads that you had sex when you're in high school with some guy and you did something with so-and-so and so-and-so, listen, just let the rumor spread. Don't talk about it and let it die out. Your high school reputation does not follow you outside of high school. Nobody will care. Trust me, people are going to have way more important problems when you get out of high school than to be remembering what you were remembered for. Your high school reputation isn't for forever. But you know what is forever? As funny as it might sound, killing yourself and committing suicide. You can only kill yourself once. And once you kill yourself, you can't do it again. There is legitimately no backsies. And what really blows my mind is that there's the study. This study kind of amazes me. That kind of shows you that killing yourself is just hype. It's overhyped. Killing yourself won't solve any of your problems. Supposedly, every person that jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and survived, they all got one thing in common. And that one thing in common is that they said as soon as they jumped, they instantly regretted their decision. But it was too late. They were in the air with their thoughts of regret. Now, you don't want to be that person. It just proves to you that killing yourself is overhyped. Because the study doesn't lie. So take their advice. They tried being in your shoes before and they regretted it. So what makes you so special? Probably nothing. You're probably going to regret it as well. So don't do it. Just don't do it. Just wait it out. See if things get better. And they probably will. They always do. But anyways, this shit's getting way too dark and I've been talking for way too long. This is the part of the video where I absolutely have to whore myself out. If by any moment in this video I made you laugh or I made you smile or I made you forget about your problems, even if it was for 1 second, could you please leave me a comment down below letting me know that I made your day some way somewhat better? It's the only way that I know that what I'm doing here on YouTube is working, and it's the only way that I can get some feedback. If you didn't like the video, leave a comment letting me know why you didn't like the video, because I need the feedback, you guys. How am I going to get better if I get no feedback? So leave a comment down below. It really does help me out by becoming better at this YouTube thing. I give the show a 5 out of 5 chicken wings because I feel like the show really represented what a teenager might be going through, and you never know what a person might be going through. It is suicide awareness as fuck, but at the same time, it's also entertaining because that's the job of the show, and it managed to get both those elements very well impacted together. Congratulations to you, Selena Gomez. You get a 5 out of 5 chicken wings. And I also want to leave you guys on a very positive note. And that positive note is that I have a Snapchat. Who would have ever guessed that I have a Snapchat? And you know who doesn't follow me on Snapchat? Losers and whores. So if you don't want to be a loser or a whore, I suggest you follow me on Snapchat right fucking now. There is a moral story to all of my videos, and that moral story is to never deny yourself the lows. Life gets pretty fucking dark, and dark situations will happen to you no matter who you are. We all gotta go through them. But if you can find the humor in every situation, it will make your life this much better. I promise to you. So just because you're going through something dark right now doesn't mean you can't laugh at it. Laugh at it. Laugh at your problems. They're all jokes anyway at the end of the day. Life has no meaning. So just laugh. You know who has a lot of dark lows on their Snapchat? Your boy. So make sure to follow me on Snapchat right fucking now if you don't want to be a loser, a whore, or you don't want to deny yourself the lows. That's 3 things for the price of 1. How could you deny this offer? It's free. Listen, you guys, suicide is not funny, but we can laugh at the darkness of it and make life a little bit better for people. And you know what? Maybe if this video winds up, saving 1 person, then I'll be happy. I'm going to put the suicide prevention hotline in the description down below just because suicide isn't a joke. People really do kill themselves every day. And if it can be prevented, let's prevent it. Even if we save 1 life, Mission accomplished. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you liked it. Please leave a comment down below letting me know. Leave a like as well. And if you want to, and only if you want to, subscribe and press the notification bell so you never miss out on any uploads that I do in the future. I also have a Discord, and the Discord is in the description down below. I know I'm shouting out a lot of things right now, but I'm trying to juggle life, and this is getting really fucking hard. All right, you guys. Peace.